Does anyone in your family has diabetes? Are you pre-diabetic? Or you have any of the associated risk factors like obesity, excessive stress, or unhealthy lifestyle like sedentary lifestyle? Then you are at higher risk of developing diabetes compared to others. So if you want to avoid diabetes, or if you're already diabetic and on medications and you want to control your blood sugar levels with minimum or no medications, then from this very moment you have to be very alert, very attentive till the end of this video, because I am going to share with you 10 golden rules in this video which will keep you diabetes free forever. So keep watching. Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel, My Expert Doctor, a health platform to give you authentic, scientifically backed medical information for keeping you healthy. And I'm your health guide, Dr. Shalini Singh Salunke. Every year, 14th November is celebrated as World Diabetes Day to increase awareness about diabetes among people. Why? Because diabetes over few decades have emerged as not only a health burden but also political and economical burden worldwide. And there is only one effective, quick and permanent way to solve this problem, this issue, which is awareness among people and creating a healthy community to fight against monster like diabetes. It is very important for people to become aware of the causes of diabetes, the effects of diabetes, complications of diabetes, what we can do to solve this problem, to remain diabetes free, so that we can save ourselves, we can save our family, we can reduce the financial burden on our family. To understand this problem in a better way, I'm going to share with you some data, horrifying data related to diabetes. Worldwide, around 537 million, that is 53 crore people are diabetic. That is 1 in every 10 people. In last 4 decades, cases of diabetes have increased from around 15 crore to 40 crore, which is more than double. The number is still expected to increase to around 783 million, which is around 78 crore by 2045. In India only, 100 million, that is 10 crore plus people are diabetic currently, which is an increase by about 44% in just 4 years. Around 35 lakhs death worldwide happens due to diabetes every year. Diabetes is among 10 leading cause of death or health emergencies globally, together with heart disease and cancer. The economic burden of diabetes on family without any complication is somewhere around 20 to 30,000 per person per year. And with complication, it may increase up to 1.5 lakh to 10 lakhs per person per year, depending on what kind of complication has happened. And this number is rising by 25 to 30% every year. So I hope you have got some rough idea of how diabetes is disturbing not only our health but also our finances. So now you have understood that it's a serious issue which shouldn't be ignored, and now is the high time we start taking it really seriously. Now coming to the most important part of the video, what can we do to avoid diabetes, or 10 golden rules to stay diabetes free forever? First is carb counting. We now know that diabetes is a result of excess carbohydrate or carb in food. So the first and most effective way to stay diabetes free is to limit carb intake. And the only way to do it is to learn and follow carb counting. You should be aware of the quantity of carb you are taking through meals or snacks throughout a day, and it must not exceed 20 to 30% of total calorie intake. For this, you have to be consciously adding food to your plate, see how much carb is there and avoid exceeding 100 grams per meal. And if you're diabetic or obese, then it must not exceed 50 grams per meal. If you want to learn carb or calorie counting, then I have made a separate detailed video on carb counting. I'll share the link in I button as well as in the description box. Do check it out. In case of any doubt, you can always ask in the comment box. I would love to help you out. Now the second point is avoid eating large meals. Have you ever heard hara hachibu? It's a famous Japanese saying, to be precise Okinawan saying, which they remind themselves invariably every time before starting their meal. It means to stop eating when their stomach is 80% full. And if you don't know, Okinawa is a place in Japan famous for people living up to 100 years of age, centenarians. Their average lifespan is about 85 years, whereas world average lifespan is about 72. People of Okinawa, apart from few other practices, follow Hara Hachibu because they know from generations that this is the secret of long, healthy living. Now you can see yourself, Hara Hachibu is so important. Now let's see the scientific explanation. Overfeeding leads to excess calories that is more than required by your body at that time. This leads to storage of excess calorie as fat. Increased amount of fat then leads to increased insulin resistance over time, which further leads to increased blood sugar level or diabetes. It also causes many other deranged metabolic activities in our body, leading to a variety of chronic diseases. Now moving to third point, which is fill up your plate with fiber and protein. Have you ever noticed that eating only rice or bread makes you feel hungry pretty soon? But if you eat rice with lentils or lots of vegetables along with some salad, you feel full for longer time. Do you know why? Simple carbohydrate like rice, sugar, maida, pasta, cola, etc. cause glucose spikes and lows, which keeps you hungry all the time. Whereas carb with fiber and protein leads to constant energy release, which keeps you satisfied for a long time. This way, excess and unnecessary calories can be avoided. So always remember, fill up your plate with fiber and protein along with some carb. Now the fourth point is more good quality sleep and better stress management. You might have heard people saying that there was a lot of problem or stress in my life at that time and that led to increase in diabetes, hence doctors have increased my medications. Science has now proven that increased and unmanaged stress along with some poor quality sleep are direct risk factors for diabetes. How? Let me explain. Unmanaged stress leads to increase in release of stress hormones called cortisol, adrenaline, etc. Their function is to prepare your body for difficult situation. For this, you need energy, for which you need high glucose level in blood. Hence, when you are constantly under stress, your body keeps increasing blood sugar level. To balance this, insulin level keeps on increasing. This increased insulin level increases your belly fat. If this further continues, increased central obesity or belly fat cause insulin resistance, which will then lead to diabetes. Same way, poor quality sleep also leads to cortisol release and at the end, diabetes. So however difficult it may sound, we have to manage our stress on regular basis and must have good quality 7 to 8 hours sleep every day if we want to stay diabetes free. But if you are struggling for managing stress and having quality sleep, then I suggest you watch these 2 videos on stress management and 20 tips for better sleep. This will solve most of your problems in effective way. The link will be shared in description box as well as in the I button. Now the fifth point is healthy weight. I'm sure we will all agree on this point that weight gain is directly related to diabetes. So I guess we don't need any further explanation on this one. So let's just try to keep our weight well within the range. More importantly, it's the body fat which you should focus on. So if your weight lies within normal BMI and you have central body fat, you are still at higher risk of diabetes. So reduce fat, increase lean body mass and stay healthy and diabetes free. Now the sixth point is no food after 7 p.m. Late night dinner and midnight munching are probably single most important reason for deranged metabolism and all chronic diseases, especially diabetes. Munching at night releases glucose in blood, but as per our body clock or circadian rhythm, insulin release is reduced at night, hence glucose in blood remains for longer duration. This leads to inflammatory state in our body. Also, this increased glucose reduces quality of our sleep. Hence, body's repair and healing process, which occurs in deep sleep, also gets compromised. So if you are eating anything after 7 p.m., you are ensuring an irreparable damage to your own body. Hence, have a light dinner at 7 p.m. and then don't consume anything apart from water. The next day, have your breakfast after 7 a.m. This will ensure a fasting period or window of at least 12 hours. This will improve the quality of insulin in your body and avoid diabetes. Now, seventh point is never skip breakfast. Your body has been in a calorie deficit state for at least 12 hours. If you start your day without breakfast, your body might take it as a stressful situation because your body is programmed this way so as to avoid death by starvation. This is an evolutionary process. So, if you'll skip breakfast, it will start releasing cortisol, and then you know what happens when cortisol is released. So, even if you're dieting for losing weight, skipping breakfast is the last thing to try, as you might end up gaining central fat. How? I've already explained that. So never skip a nutritious breakfast if you want to lose weight or stay diabetes free. Eighth point is exercise. 30 to 45 minutes of vigorous aerobic exercise more than 3 to 4 times a week improves quality of insulin, reduces insulin resistance, burn calories, increase your basal metabolic rate, which is most important for reducing fat storage, balances hormone, regulates its release in sync with body clock. It also ensures quality sleep at night. Exercise also negates the harmful effects of stress hormones by releasing endorphin and many other happy hormones, thereby ensuring reduced stress and better mood. Hence, make it a habit of at least walking briskly for 30 to 45 minutes every day. Simplest exercise. This is the minimum you can do for keeping your body active. If you want, you can try more. The ninth point is avoid processed, that is refined or packaged food. Processed or packaged food like hot dog, chips, cookies, bakery items including breads, frozen desserts, sodas, candies, etc. have zero nutrition. Moreover, they have added salt, added sugar, unhealthy fat, chemical preservatives. All these increases inflammatory state in your body, reduce insulin release, increase insulin resistance. Hence, it's wise to replace them with healthy snacks or food options like fruits, dry fruits, sprouts, salads, herbal teas, etc. Now, the 10th and the last golden rule is quit smoking. You must have heard it zillion times now that smoking is dangerous to health. Smoking kills. Smoking causes cancers and heart attacks. But recently, studies have proven that smoking also causes diabetes. Smoking leads to increased insulin resistance, reduced insulin release, which gradually leads to diabetes. Hence, you have now one more reason to quit smoking if you're already doing it. So these are all 10 golden rules to stay diabetes free. In case you have forgotten, you can see the summary on your screen and save it for future reference. So I hope now you understand why it is so important to take diabetes very seriously, and you will follow these 10 golden rules to stay diabetes free forever. Also, I request you to share this video with as many people as possible, because that's the most effective way to fight against this monster, as I've already mentioned in the beginning of this video. Making people more aware about diabetes and giving them information how to deal with this problem and create a healthy community. So if you like this video, like and share, subscribe this channel, also hit the bell icon so that you will never miss the healthy content from us. We'll see each other again with similar informational video to keep you healthy. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye.